Hi guys, I'm going to give you some tips on PTE writing. PTE writing has been difficult for a lot of students and they find it difficult to score equivalent to a band level 8 in IELTS. So this is because they don't follow this thing is that there is a template that they need to follow in order to get good marks. So the computer judges PTE students according to their response and of course their opinions, their personal opinions. So I've come up with a standard template. If you follow this template, I can assure you you'll get very good grades. First of all, there's a tip. There are 5 tips, sorry. Tip number one is that you always follow a 5 paragraph essay. The 5 paragraph essay is very important. The first paragraph, you always write the introduction. Okay, the introduction will have 2 sentences. Maximum 2 sentences. Please don't write more than 2 sentences. The first sentence will be uh, a topic sentence. So the topic sentence is just a paraphrase of the question. You'll paraphrase it in your own words and you're gonna write a simple paraphrase topic sentence. The second sentence is the thesis statement. So the thesis statement is whether you agree, disagree, partially agree, or if in case of an advantage or disadvantage, you believe the advantages are more than disadvantages, or vice versa. Or do you think that both are equally important? Whatever thesis statement is up to you, however you want to write it. But in video 2, I'll give you a template of how to write a good introduction. You just need to change 2 3 words. The template remains the same. If you follow the same template, trust me, you'll get very good marks. Now comes the body. So the body is divided into 2 parts, body 1 and body 2. A lot of the students, they spend time on introduction and therefore they are left with less time for the body. Students, please know this thing, that majority of the marks are in body and only a minority of marks are for introduction and conclusion. So therefore spending more time on introduction and conclusion will not yield good marks for you. In fact, you'll have less time for body, you'll do poorly on body and you'll get consequently less grades in body. So please spend more of your time in body. So hypothetically saying that you believe that you disagree, or you believe that disadvantages are more than advantages. So in body 1, you will write why do critics agree with that notion. So you'll write only 2 sentences. The first sentence, you will write the first point, and the second sentence is an example of that point, that why do you think this is. Khalas, that's it, done. Come to body part 2. Body part 2 is your point. Why do you think, why do you disagree with this thing, or why do you think the advantages are sorry, the disadvantages are more than the advantages. So you'll write the supporting point. So first of all, you write the topic sentence of the paragraph, the main point, then you write the supporting point one, which is number one, and you started with like, firstly, I think this is the case, and then you say, for example, and you explain the example. Then you write supporting point number two, supporting point number three, and then you conclude the paragraph. Please note that you don't write example for every point, because if you write example for every point, there is a high chance that if you're not very good with your writing, you will go in a wrong direction, or maybe your essay will be more than 300 words, and obviously that will go against you. So you want to control your writing, and you need enough time at the end to recheck your essay. So please follow this pattern. Number 4 is personal opinion. So when it says on the question that you have to write your personal opinion, or you have to write an example from your own life. This is the paragraph, and it should be not more than 2 sentences, maximum of 3 sentences. But I always advise 2 sentences, because then again you have a word limit. So you start this paragraph by saying, in my opinion, comma, dash, 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 dash. So you write 2 sentences on that. You write your opinion, and then you explain, you give an example of your opinion. The why do you think this is the opinion? And then lastly is the conclusion. The conclusion is again maximum 2 sentences. The first sentence is paraphrasing of the introduction. And the second sentence is a summary, like one point of the supporting point one, supporting point two, supporting point three. If it's supporting point one, you just summarize the supporting point one in one word, supporting point number two in one word, supporting point number three in one word, and you put these 3 words into one sentence, and that is sentence number two for the conclusion. So therefore you use this pattern and try to develop a sentence for each sentence, like I've told you, the way it should be, and you will see that you can easily write between 200 and 300 words. Practice again and again and again. First, you'll find it difficult, but as you go, it will become more and more smooth, and you'll write according to the requirements of PT, and you'll score a really good score. For my score on my first test, I got 61 overall with 55 in writing, and my written discourse was, I think, so 43. But when I followed this pattern, my written discourse was 90, and my writing overall was 88. So therefore, I'll advise you to follow this pattern. It will bring you advantage, trust me, and it will be good for you. So hopefully, follow up for my video number 2. Also follow up on my Facebook page, which is PTE Melbourne. I've given the link, the facebook.com/PTE Melbourne. If you have any more questions, put your question on my Facebook page. I'll reply to it as soon as possible. If you need further tips in any other part of PT, just post a question. I'll reply to it, and hopefully, if I get more likes or if I get a good response for this video, I'll post on more videos. And for those guys who think that it's impossible for them to score in PT because they weren't born in an English-speaking country or something like that, this is, excuse my French, but this is bullshit. Okay, so if you can work hard, believe you me, you can score whatever this desired score you're going for. Don't lose hope. No pain, no gain. Work your butt off, and you will get the grades that you're striving for. It took me 2 months, but still I got the result that I was expecting. I got 89 from 90. So hopefully you'll benefit from this. God bless.